Howdy, I'm Jim Winder. Welcome to Berrenda Creek Ranch, where we've combined the traditions of ranching with award-winning wildlife conservation. Come along with me, and I'll show you what makes this so special.
Ranches throughout the West are being torn apart by subdivisions, and Heritage Ranch is committed to stopping this trend. In order to preserve unique properties like Berrenda Creek Ranch, Heritage Ranch has pioneered a new type of ecosystem management. Heritage Ranch is a small group of ranchers who purchase key ranch properties that are threatened by urban development. We provide long-term management through Heritage Ranch Research Foundation that's designed to preserve the ranch and restore wildlife habitat. To fund these projects, we offer a small number of people the opportunity to purchase homesteads within the ranch and wildlife preserve as part of a protective development. A protective development is like a vaccination, where a small amount of controlled virus is used to make the patient immune to the greater disease. We use carefully planned development on about 1% of the ranch to keep 99% open and free. Heritage Ranch locates homesteads that blend in with the land. Each homestead has extraordinary views of the mountains and valleys, but is not crowded by other homes. Roads and utilities are blended within the trees and topography to minimize their imprint on the land. We then attach a perpetual easement to the deed, giving the owner, family, and friends permanent recreational use of the entire 75,000-acre ranch and wildlife preserve. Finally, protective covenants and conservation easements guarantee that no further subdivision may occur, either on the homesteads or the balance of the ranch. This is your insurance that the beauty you see today is the beauty that will always be, forever. The end result of this planning is a beautiful home in a beautiful setting. Homestead owners enjoy protected views, the rewards of conservation, and of course, the extensive recreational possibilities of a huge ranch and wildlife preserve. Berrenda Creek Ranch is located adjacent to the Gila National Forest between Las Cruces and Silver City, just south of historic Hillsboro, New Mexico. The entire area has a rich history dating back thousands of years. The Paleo, Archaic, Anasazi, Mogollon, and Mimbres people all made their living from this land and left behind many ruins and artifacts as reminders. Nearly 500 years ago, the first Spaniards explored the area around Berrenda Creek, looking for the fabled cities of gold. The first American settlers came to the area following the Mexican-American War in the 1840s. The discovery of gold and silver brought wagon loads of people to these mountains. Almost overnight, Hillsboro, Lake Valley, and Keakston became some of the largest towns in New Mexico. Fortunes were made and lost in the hard rocks of the Gila. After work, the miners would often visit Sadie Orchard and her girls at the Ocean Grove Motel for a little, specialized entertainment. But this is the land of the Apache, and many a miner and cowboy met his fate at their hands. The Apache fought long and hard for their homeland, but the overwhelming power of the United States Army eventually sent them into exile. The streets and buildings of Hillsboro have witnessed many of the key events in early New Mexico history. The jail played host to many desperados and horse thieves, while the courthouse was the scene of many sensational trials. Today, Hillsboro is a little quieter. The once roaring town has become a flourishing art community and a place rich in the values of a rural lifestyle. Of course, there hasn't been much crime here since Billy the Kid was shot.
And what about value? A 40-acre homestead at Berrenda Creek Ranch, which is about the size of 40 football fields, costs less than a single acre in Santa Fe. Plus, you get permanent recreational rights to the entire ranch and wildlife preserve. Now that's value.
The future of wildlife in New Mexico depends upon the continued existence of their native range. However, development is compromising entire suites of plants and animals. Keeping the land pristine and open is critical to the continued presence of the West's most beautiful creatures.
There are developers out there that give lip service to nature. They take a few scrap acres and call them conservation areas. What sets Heritage Ranch apart is a proven track record of managing over 100,000 acres in New Mexico. We spent decades healing the land and providing homes for endangered species. It hasn't been easy, and we've caught hell from people that don't share our values. But every day we see the fruits of our labors, like the recent return of the Mexican gray wolf to its ancient home.
A few years ago, Heritage Ranch took a risk and became the only rancher in New Mexico to publicly support the reintroduction of the Mexican gray wolf. We went further and signed an agreement with the Defenders of Wildlife to allow the lobo to colonize on the ranch as part of our endangered species program. Besides the wolf, we have also reintroduced or set aside habitat for a number of fish, mammals, and birds. The Heritage Ranch Research Foundation is expanding our practices and teaching them to the public. The foundation coordinates research projects on the ranch with universities and government agencies.
Landscape planning and value are all well and good, but what's it like to live at Berrenda Creek Ranch? It's about being a part of a community of people who share a common love of nature. It's a chance for them to get out on the land and make a tangible contribution. Next to helping a child, healing the land is the most rewarding experience you'll ever have.
Homestead owners are invited to participate in the projects of the Research Foundation, or even design projects of their own. It doesn't take a PhD in ecology to qualify. This is an opportunity for everyone to work with dedicated people and to make a difference for the environment. People like homeowner Randy Gray.
On our ranch here, we have signs what we believe were old historic colonies of black-tailed prairie dogs, and that were probably poisoned out 100 years ago or 80 years ago. And the thing about prairie dogs and why is it restoring it? Well, there's several things. One, we want to rewild the ranch. We want to put back some of the native species that once occurred here. And prairie dogs were definitely part of the landscape, as were wolves and a long time ago even grizzly bears. It's just putting back part of the ecosystem, trying to return the land to something like it was.
When you live on a homestead at Berrenda Creek Ranch, you get more than just a single parcel of land. You get full access to a 75,000-acre working ranch and wildlife preserve. And if that isn't enough, there's the 3.2 million-acre Gila National Forest located right next door. These lands provide limitless opportunity for camping, hiking, bird watching, archaeology, geology, or doing nothing at all. And don't forget, Berrenda Creek Ranch is a real working ranch. That means that you're welcome to take part in ranch activities like roundups and brandings. This isn't some kind of dude ranch, it's the real deal, so bring your boots. You can search all over the West for a property that's right for you, but you'll be hard-pressed to find anything like Berrenda Creek Ranch. With benefits like protected views, landscape planning, conservation, and outstanding value, Berrenda Creek is unique. I can offer you one piece of advice. Go see all the other properties first. Then you'll appreciate what makes Berrenda Creek Ranch special. When you visit the ranch, you're welcome to stay in our fully furnished guest house, right in the heart of the ranch. You will never get any hard sell tactics. Instead, we'll just guide you around the ranch and give you a taste of what life is like on Berrenda Creek Ranch.
Folks, we're just a bunch of ranchers doing our best to preserve a great ranch and a great way of life. Come spend a day with us at Berrenda Creek Ranch and see for yourself. It may just change your life.
Come discover the simple truths of nature and find what's been missing in your life. Call or email today for more information or to arrange your personal tour.